Okay, Soul Sisters, you know I must be bored. Now I'm talking to myself in the video. Okay, as promised, I said I would include a little weight training workout. And I have to begin by thanking you because if I didn't commit to this, I don't know if I would have done it. I love going to the gym. It's social, it's interactive, it makes me feel strong. But now we're in the house and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. So, 3 options. You can do all of the exercises I'm going to show you without any other resistance. You can just use your body weight, which is proven and researched that it has benefits to your strength. You can use, you know it, cans. Yay, back to the can drive, right? You're gonna add a little bit of weight. Maybe you got some chunky soup. That's gonna be twice the weight of these. I can't even see how many milligrams, but in these cans. Or you might have somewhere in your basement, you might have some traditional hand weights, and you can use those as well. So I'm gonna put you through a little upper body workout that I do. So we're gonna do biceps, triceps, we're gonna do our shoulders, our lats, those are the muscles in the back and the behind. We're gonna do some pull-ups, so working our deltoids, and we're gonna do some abs, okay? And our rhomboids, okay? It's about 20 minutes and 20 seconds. See a theme? 2020. So let's start. First, make sure you're sitting in a chair, your feet are flat, and you're sitting with your core engaged, so you feel like your belly button's being pulled towards your spine. Okay, so we're going to start with our shoulder press. So our weights are up. Again, you do not need to be holding any extra weight. If not, it's not required. And remember, from the side, make sure you're pushing up ahead, but that you can still see, I've got my hat on, mind you, your weights slightly in front of you. Okay, so we're going to do this 10 times. Here we go. You're doing this with me, right? Push and pull down. And we always breathe out on exertion. Push and pull down. Push and pull down. Now, those of you know that I can never keep track of time very well. So I think that's 2 more, or keep track of reps. Last one, pull down and relax. Now I'm going to stand up for the next one. So now I'm going to bring my weights into the center and I'm going to push and pull up. So make every movement an exercise. Push and pull up. My legs are slightly bent at the knees and I'm pulling back up nice and strong. And I really want to start feeling my muscles working. Some of you may describe it as a burn towards the last 2 or 3 reps of each set. So here's the last one. And pull down. We're going to drop the weights. We're going to give ourselves a stretch in between. Oh, I've got a video bomber, not a photo bomber. Hi, Jake. Looks like Jake's working his glutes. Another side. Okay, so we did some shoulder presses and we did some lat pulls up. Okay, relax your shoulders. We're going to go into doing a little bicep curl and tricep press, and we're going to go back and do those other 2 again. So you can do it in different orders, but do give yourself, so I got hair in my eyes, do give yourself some breaks in between to stretch and rest. And always have your water bottle close by. I'll get mine in a second. Okay, so standing up again, knees slightly bent. So biceps are the 2 big muscles in the front of the top of the arm. Notice I said big, right? We are very strong. So we're going to squeeze up and release, and up and release. And just like how I emphasize when we're running, be careful not to lock at the joints, slow and control, and a slight bend. And my knees are also slightly bent right now, protecting my low back, core is engaged. And this is also my workout, so if you can hear my breathing start to change, as we get towards the end of those sets, keep going. We've got 4 more each side. Awesome. No, don't stop. We got 2 more. Keep going. It's 2. And last one. So I like to double up to really put the emphasis on the muscle joints working, the muscles working. So we're going to go straight into triceps. So you're going to squeeze out. The triceps are those 3 big muscles in the top of the back of the arm. So this is completely unscripted, I'm sure you noticed, so I might say things a little backwards. Hopefully I catch myself in time to correct myself. So triceps are the complementing muscle group to the biceps. So I like to work complementing muscles back to back. So the biceps were the 2 in the front, the triceps are the 3 in the back. And I've totally lost track of counting. So one thing when I'm on my own, believe it or not, I actually do keep track and count. My feet are in line, slightly bent, and they're spread apart, so one foot in front of the other. Press, I don't know about you, but you've probably also been working in the garden. I'm feeling it. Let's do one more each side. And we're gonna put those weights down slowly. Give yourself a stretch. I'm coming back into my chair. My rolling chair is much different than the typical weight bench that I'm used to in the gym. I'm gonna give my tricep a stretch too. So again, stretching these 3 big muscles in the back of the top of the arm. And I'm reaching back, same thing, making sure if my neck is feeling any extra pressure. So if I find I'm doing this to try to stretch, relax the shoulders, then press the arm back. I'm gonna use the other arm here so you can see what I'm doing. And then you can add a little bit of stretch in the front. And of course, breathe into the stretch. Take that arm around. Give yourself a nice little hug. It's time for me to grab some water. Why don't you grab some water too? Okay, so let's do all those again from the top. So you can grab your weights, whatever it is, cans or without. Make sure you're sitting nice and strong so you're not like crouched down, core engaged. And we're going up 10 times. Push. In control. So if you've started with some weights that are too heavy for you, please reduce the weight. You don't want to feel that absolute push into the last 2 or 3 reps of each set. I'm trying to count. I should be able to tell by feeling the muscles burning. I think I've got 2 more. So breathe out, an exertion. Last one, push. Okay, we're gonna go back down now. We're gonna stand up for this one, push down and pull up. That's an upright row pull. So upright row, similar to a rowing position, like the rowers out on Elk Lake. Rowing up. There we go. Keep going. I can see you. Keep going. Okay, I lied about that first part. 3 more, I think. 2. 1. Let's do 1 more. I think I might have cheated myself there. Squeeze up and relax. There we go. Okay, go down. So what's the difference between sets and reps? A rep is each time you do the movement, and within each set, typically you do between 8 to 10 reps. There's different training styles or philosophies where you might do your absolute heaviest lift ever and you might only do 1 to 3 reps. I find, and what the research shows, that being able to do more reps and being able to do it in a slow, controlled motion, you're taking that time to elongate the muscle and also to give the opportunity for it to breathe and contract. And it's harder to do slow. So it's worked for me, but depending what your outcome goal is, if you want to be a big bodybuilder and just be able to do that one lift of 200 pounds, then you're going to be going for that absolute heavier lift and pulling up. But again, everyone's different. That's not my style. So, okay, now we're going to do our bicep curls and tricep presses. So knees slightly bent. I'm getting notifications. Hopefully those aren't showing on the video. Okay, so biceps, the top, front of the arm, the 2 big muscles in the top, squeeze and release. And breathe. We'll talk about breathing on the next break while I can breathe better and talk better to you. And squeeze. Again, we're controlling that movement up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Awesome. Who's counting out there? I know, Diana, you're always a good counter. Are you keeping track for me? And down. Squeeze and release. Look at that. I've got people joining in at home. See, this might be happening to you. You just can't see them because they're socially distancing. And down. Squeeze and down. We've got 2 more each side. No, we got 3 more each side. Okay, so 2 more now. To keep going, don't stop. You got this. If you need to, drop the weight. Keep going with the movement. Last one. So those are the biceps. Now I'm turning to the side so you can see my positioning of my feet are now about a foot apart, one in front of the other, right leg in the right side, left leg in the left side. Squeeze, in and out. Doing both arms at once. Squeeze and in. Press. Full extension. Extend. And extend. Keep going. We're almost there. Extend. Squeeze one more for good luck. Squeeze. Good job. Okay. Let's give ourselves a stretch of those tricep muscles in particular. I'm right up above. So when do you breathe when you're weight training? You actually want to breathe out on exertion to get that next flow of oxygen in and ready. So you can actually feel yourself when you exert to exhale. Okay. And then you breathe in again. So that's also a reminder to not stop breathing, right? You want to keep that breath of, or that flow of breath continuous. And also we know that breathing is the bus for our red blood cells, which carries oxygen, or oxygen, see, I told you this wasn't scripted. Let me say that again. Blood flow is the bus for oxygen, which fuels our muscles. Does that make more sense? I hope so. Okay, just round out your shoulders a little bit. Try to relax. Now, I want you to make sure you're sitting in a chair now that's stable, so nothing that's going to get away on you. We're going to do our rhomboids. So I'm actually going to switch chairs. I just realized I'm in a rolling chair. So I'm going to switch chairs here. Okay, so our rhomboids are our muscle groups in the back here, and we're going to open our arms and squeeze back. Okay, so we're going to open and squeeze, open and squeeze. And again, we're going to do 10 in control. So be careful, especially on the open, that you don't flap your arms out here. It's very controlled, keeping the elbows in. And again, if you think, oh man, I could do the other one with weight, but I'm needing to put them down for this movement, feel free to do so. Nice and control. I've totally lost count. But I'm actually listening to my body and it's counting for me. I've got 2 more. And last one. Okay, slowly drop. Try to keep your head above the level of your heart, dropping up and down. Again, I'm doing some adaptations here, as of course, this isn't my usual place of workout. So now I've turned my chair and we're gonna do some abdominal. Let's make sure you can see me here. Abdominal work, there we go, kind of. Okay, so again, we're gonna pull our legs up and relax, up and down. So you're moving slightly towards your knees, in control. You're in a stable chair, so it's not rolling away on you. Your abs are nice and, I'll say they're engaged in the exercise. Okay, pulling up and down, up and down. So I'm alternating legs. These are working my obliques, AKA your 6-pack. You all have one. Okay, so now on the next 10 each side, I'm going to move the opposite shoulder over to the opposite knee, up and down. So these are working my external obliques, or sometimes people will call these your waistline abs. Okay, keep going. Here we go. Awesome. I should have designated one of you as being the counter. That was my mistake. Then I would know when to change, right? Okay, I'm gonna say 2 more each side because my abs are screaming at me. Last one. Okay, let's give ourselves a little break. So I like a little cool down after my abs. I'll press down, breathe, and I'll blow out. And I'll stack my vertebrae up again and slowly roll forward. So it's a little cat-cow exercise. Try to relax those stomach muscles one more time. Okay, time to grab some more water. Okay, so are we ready to do those again? One more set each. Okay, here we go. So again, lots of options, no weights, and then you can add weight, whatever feels right. So again, I love showing off the cans. Hopefully you just didn't hear that in audio. And some different sizes you can use, or you might have some free weights in your house. Okay, so sitting nice and tall, your core is engaged, relax your shoulders. Open and squeeze. And squeeze. There we go, keep going. Nice form, awesome. Yes, I'm talking to you. Keep going, there we go. Gotta have some fun with this. I mean, let's face it, everything else we're watching on a screen right now is not that positive. So we gotta keep positive, keep working together, and we have to keep strong. Last one. Woo, good job. Okay, I'm gonna turn my chair again. So if you need some other ideas on guidance or positioning. So again, in a stable chair, coming down nice and firm with one leg at a time, and pull up straight into those obliques. Okay, and there are lots of options of abdominal exercises. We've tried to move away from the traditional crunches, just with concerns of what we were doing to our abdominal core. Think always purposeful, like when do we lift our legs up towards our chest? We go up a set of stairs, absolutely, right? It is part of that movement. You might need to climb up onto something to reach above your head. It's the same type of movement that you're using. Okay, so keep going. Again, disclaimer, this is not scripted. If I say something that doesn't make sense, please question me about it, because I'm also getting my workout in. The endorphins are going. And I think I'm at 352. Okay, external oblique. So opposite shoulder and elbow to the opposite knee. So it's a very small controlled movement, but I'm sure you too are feeling it. Excellent, keep going. Don't stop, we got this. Almost there. How are we feeling? Oh my gosh, who's counting? I'm gonna say 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Oh, okay, let's do our cat-cow. Let's take some time to breathe and relax those abs. And roll up. Stack the vertebrae, one on top of the other. When you go down, relax. I want you to feel like someone's grabbed your shirt from the middle and pulled you back up. Okay? Relax. And roll back up. Last one. Down. And pull back up. Excellent. Okay, round out the shoulders. We're almost there. Going to show you one more exercise. We don't have the actual pullers at home. I couldn't think of anything in particular. But we're going to do this exercise in 2 different positions, okay? Great for the back, also good for a little bit of tricep exercise. So I'm going to grab my cans for this one. So pulling back and in. Yes, I'm showing you options. So try to keep your elbows in nice and tight and pull in. So feel like you're sitting in that rowing machine and you're pulling back in and pull. Okay, so this is one way to do this exercise. I'm going to show you my favorite way to do this exercise, one weight at a time. So you're on your stable bench or chair. Support your hand at the front, knees slightly bent, go down towards the floor and squeeze up, okay? And pull, and pull. And you might find this is when you actually could use a little bit more weight, okay? And pull, and pull. Again, whatever you're comfortable doing, and pull. Squeeze up. So you're gonna feel those tricep muscles working. Let the weight go down with control and pull back up. Okay, down with control, pull back up. Last to the side, last one. Okay, we're gonna turn it around and use the other arm. There we go, and pull. Squeeze. And let it go down to the floor, there we go.
So I'm used to holding one weight. So I'm finding it's a little challenging with this double weight, but I don't have the same amount of weight options here at home. So just really what I always want to concentrate on and encourage you to concentrate on this too is your technique. Safety first, last one. Okay, safety first. How are we feeling? Oh, we've got over our 20 minutes and 20 seconds, but we're pretty darn close. So I'm gonna leave you now so you're not bored, or you might have already turned me off, and that's fine too, I get that. You could do one more set of those to make it 2, 2, and 2, and 2. And then after that, I want you to breathe, stretch, drink lots of water, and then give yourself a pat on the back, okay? Awesome job, Soul Sisters. Keep moving, stay strong, be safe out there, and don't forget to socially distance yourself, okay? Even if you feel fine, do that for everyone around you. Thanks so much. Take care.